Bar TV Sports would like to thank Top Better. Get in the game at topbetter.com.au. And Cornelia's Crump, the Bar TV Sports beverage of choice. And Rams Loans for supporting the 2016 NHRU Premiership.
Well, we are live, everybody, here for Bar TV Sports, and we're up at God's Acre today, Rugby Park in Singleton, for the Rams 2016 Premiership feature match on Bar TV Sports. It's a big day up here in Singleton. It's Ladies' Day up here, and I tell you what, it's been a big day all round. Singleton up in the reserve grade clash at the moment, so I believe probably their first win of the year, and it's good things, good signs of things to come for the Bulls up here in this feature match against the Nelson Bay Gropers. With us up here in commentary today, Singleton stalwart, one half of the comedy duo, the Partridge Twins. Anthony Partridge, how are you?
Morning, Gareth, or afternoon, whatever it might be, wherever you are.
Well, the sun's well and truly out here at Rugby Park. Where else would you be?
Oh, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. We always, regardless of whether it's overcast or not, the second the rugby starts up here, the sun comes out.
Direct line to God, they say.
Yes, we've got a direct line to Newcastle now with the Singleton Rugby Club Link Road, thanks to Joel Fitzgibbon. And, direct line to God, straight from God's Acre for the suns to shine upon us today. Beautiful day.
Well, it's going to be a big day here today. Both clubs languishing at the bottom of the table, but not taking anything away from this match. It's going to be a very good encounter. Plenty to play for here at Rugby Park. Singleton taking on the Nelson Bay Gropers. Bob Harris quietly confident of his troops today to get their first win of the season. Yeah,
it is one of those things. Every team you've talked to this year that the boys have played, especially the Bulls, they've all said, geez, the scoreline didn't depict a game. That's a stock standard cliche after you can get touched up on the scoreboard, but the boys really have rolled their sleeves up. They've worked really hard this season in their training, and they're a young bunch. 11 of the 15 guys on the field today are Singleton junior rugby players. So it's great signs for the place.
Yeah, it definitely is, and certainly building towards bigger things and brighter things in the future, looking towards not so much next season already, but definitely some good talent in the Singleton lineup. I guess Mitch Bailey, he plays his 100th first grade game today, so that's a testament to him and a testament to, I guess, playing in the front row. It's always tough to get that century, mate.
Yeah, Mitch is... he's fantastic at this place. It's not like on the field, he's tremendous. You'll see that today. But the amount of work he does around the place here as well, it's fantastic. And, it's great that we've got a fantastic day, good fixture here for him to show his wares.
Well, both sides, they play an exciting brand of, high-risk rugby. The Singleton side, they put 31 points on Merriweather last week, so plenty of points in them. And Nelson Bay, with Michael Hattini back in top form in the centres, the captain. This could be a game won in the midfield there, Anthony.
Yeah, it certainly can. The Bay of old, all the massive forward pack led by Richie Campbell the years gone by, it's certainly changed. They have become that more of a slicker outfit, and it's fantastic to see these guys go around. And we've got, our guys in the back line, Lockie Gulliver, Dan Malloy, Willie Gresham, Dan Jordan, all those young guys, Sam Ernst, the good Ernst. He's going to steer him around well, and I'm looking. It's going to be a great matchup.
Well, a couple of late changes for the Bayside. Ross Buchan going up to prop forward, and Dan Kelly, he is going to be in a breakaway. It's a very good back row for the Nelson Bayside, and they do hustle for the ball. They get over the ball, so referee Lewis Nelson, he referees a free-flowing game, so it's going to be interesting out there to see how these two sides play out.
Yeah, we certainly lack probably a little bit of the size on the Bay back row that they've got. Liam Bowden, only a lightweight, but he'll cover more Ks than anyone today. He's unbelievable. Guy Shepherd's is scratching today.
Guy Shepherd's out. Yeah, that's a big loss for you guys.
Huge loss.
He was immense last week against Merriweather Carlton, and Alex Thrift comes in for him.
Yeah, Thrifty, he's been informed this year as well. And, if Liam's been out, then Thrifty's come in, and Guy O'Loughlin's back today. Guy's fantastic at number 8. And so missing Shep, Shep's one of those great juniors that's come right through our ranks. 2-time Jack Scott medal winner of Best and Fairest Colts player. So we will miss Shep, but I'm looking forward to see Thrifty take the reins today.
And, of course, this 2016 Rams Premiership also brought to you by Viatech and NIB and our broadcast partner here at Bar TV, Top Better. Get in the game with Top Better. And, of course, Ethan Shaw, the halfback. It's going to be a good battle of the halfbacks, I think. Sam Ernst, the better Ernst. Sorry, I'm Gareth, and the other Gareth's not here. And so Sam Ernst, he's an underrated halfback in this competition.
Oh, he is. And, there's only one way you get experience, and that's by playing games of footy. Now, Sam's been racking them up, and he, stature-wise, he certainly, he doesn't have the size that Gareth's got, but he's been fantastic over the last 5 or 6 years. He was named in a best 15 for the last decade. The decade before that was Gareth. Sam's taken over, and he's pretty much played nearly every game at halfback, since Gareth left. So he certainly is, fantastic. It'll be a great match between him and Ethan.
Well, there's big things happening here at Rugby Park as well. Of course, plenty of sponsors on board for the Bulls. McDonald's, Singleton Earth Meeting, and AC Whalen, some of the partners. I see Dr. Mitchell Tanner's got a big sign up there.
Yeah.
That's for his own self-interest, though.
Yeah,
tell me.
It's nothing to do with the Mediscare campaign. It's just Tanner flagrantly displaying himself around the field like he's done many years throughout the club. But he's doing it a little bit more tact these days. Certainly, he's a newfound man, Mitchell Tanner. Yeah,
definitely, and a couple of newfound men out there. Bob Harris coming back into the Singleton fold, been away for some time. He's certainly putting some steel into this Singleton side, that's for sure.
Yeah, Bob's one of those guys. He's been around in and out for years and years and years. Bob is first grade premiership winner here as a player. Spent some time in the army. Here they come, led out by Mitch Bailey.
100 first grade games for Mitch Bailey, and the crowd applauding him. As so, plenty of respect for Bailey, of course. The family well entrenched in the Singleton Rugby Club, with Bonnie, of course, doing a wonderful job running the show here.
Yeah, she's our fantastic bar manager. The place wouldn't survive without her. Fair dinkum, but she is just tremendous. And great ovation here from the guys upstairs on the veranda. Brett Sutherland told me it is the most sinister part of Newcastle and Hunter Rugby, below the veranda at Singleton.
It certainly is, that's for sure. There's been nightmares.
Oh, many a nightmare.
Many a nightmare for many a player coming up to Rugby Park, as we see the toss out there by Lewis Nelson. It'll be interesting to see Nathan Brennan.
Yes,
the big tall timber.
Oh, yes. Breno, his brother's away. Aaron's over in Europe. I think he's one of on those over 80s cruises up the Rhine. He is away, but they've been fantastic. Breno is back from the Blacks. When we went back to second division for those couple of years, he wanted to keep tasting premiership rugby. So himself and Lockie Gulliver back here today on the right-hand wing. They're back from the Blacks, and they're fantastic to have back. And it's great to be back in Premier Rugby and on telly, yeah.
On Bar TV, of course, get in the game with Bar TV at Bar TV Sports on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube. Whistle's blown, and it's showtime here, and it's a wonky-looking kick there by Jordan. It was taking the kick, playing at fullback. As they come through now, the Bay side looking to use width early on. And they're doing a nice job to set it up. Ball coming back into the pocket for the first kick of the match, driven towards the sideline. And Jordan well placed there. We'll see him attack straight away. Solanoa trying to go up the middle there, getting them over halfway. This is good positive stuff from both sides here at Rugby Park, and that ball, as I talk out loud, it's gone backwards, and that one's come off the head.
Falcon off Brady Hay. Might get him into the boat race, that manoeuvre.
So here come Nelson Bay.
When in doubt, kick it out.
They kick downfield towards that touchline in that mud.
Oh.
Finds touch, thrown back in. Nice work by Warringah there, the fly half.
Well,
Perrin McLean.
You're right in what you're saying, Gareth. They're looking to throw it around today.
Nice little chip over the top. Bit of pressure on there, but the Singleton Bulls are up for it, and they look to counter nicely there. It was Malloy. Good, strong run up the middle by Manu.
Fantastic to see Dan Malloy playing. He had a little bit of a hiatus out of the game, you might say, early in the season, but he's come back for the second half.
Oh, good counter-rucking. Sorry to cut you off there by the Bay. Advantage played, though, for the Singleton side.
Ernst smothered there. Here we go. Calls from the crowd for the sin bin, but I think it's a bit early for that.
Yeah, a bit early. Been doing it all day.
Yeah. No, I'd like to hear at least a good dozen cliches in the first 15 minutes from the crowd up here, and they're renowned for some of the best heckling in town.
This ground, and I think Maitland Rugby Club as well, have the same feel to it. It's certainly intimidating for the hookers when they're throwing from this side of the opposition side.
Yeah, that's right. They're over at the canteen, led by the Singleton Junior Committee, so they won't get too much heckling over there. They might get a beef and gravy roll, but in we go off the top. Liam Bowden, nice crisp service. Charlie Shattuck looks for Lincoln Adler.
Oh, nice ball there, just going without it. So Nelson Bay come up with the ball.
It's just those fundamentals. They win the line-outs, just a little loss, push pass, ball away.
And Warringah, he gets it downfield. Good placement by the kick.
Yeah.
Finding open space.
Bounced
but
nicely.
Jordan had plenty of time. It's touched in flight.
6 to go. We're into touch. Michael Marr, one of our favourite sons from up here, who finished his time at Nelson's Bay. That was one of his favourite catch cries match play. Every time it was touched by someone else, he'd call 6 to go.
Well, there certainly is a good connection between both clubs, with Singleton players retiring over to Nelson Bay, and that's one there. The throw was pretty poor, to be fair, by the Singleton player.
Got to sharpen these set pieces up. I know Bob spends a lot of time. Chris Coleman coming into the coaching group in the last 6 weeks or so. He's been fantastic, sharpening things up and working on set piece. And
so picking and driving there, Nelson Bay, and a little knock on there. So we'll see the first scrum of the match. Well, the second scrum of the match right in front of us here at this impressive facility that Rugby Park boasts.
And it's a little bit slippery underfoot. We had social fours here last night. We had all the teams up. Singleton played University, and then the Hawks took on Wanderers, and Maitland then battled it out against the Greens. The triple header up here last night was fantastic, and this part of the field was quite slippery if you could see it in the fog.
Well, Singleton look set to run here. They're quite condensed in their attacking formation. The Shattuck stands, gets the ball, offloads it. Gresham.
Nice.
Yeah, nice work there by
Gulliver.
the Bulls. Gulliver, he's away.
He's on travel.
Shattuck calling for the ball. Looking to feed his man. Dummies.
He'll roll his sleeves up all day, Charlie Shattuck. He's fantastic. He hits hard in defence.
Oh, nice ball. Nice line there by Ernst. Adler making metres. The Bulls look like they're in front here. Oh, this is a good run up the middle. O'Loughlin stopped in his tracks by McLean.
Oh, a few lazy runners from the Bay there helping out that early shift in defence up early and shutting down Ernie.
They've got to be stronger at that pillar and post position, the Bay.
Yeah, he'll look for the darts.
As the ball comes back again, dummies, sets for kick, and it's a long one, but Jordan is there again. He's looking to link up with his outside man, and he does so.
Oh, they're all
Gresham
lining up. Willie
gets
Gresham
the ball.
cuts Malloy. Gulliver into space. Malloy inside him. Oh.
Offloaded there. So Nelson Bay holding on at the moment. The ball comes back again, set to kick. Downfield. But again, Singleton well placed. Letting it bounce, though, on this occasion.
Lincoln Adler, the prop, taking a leaf out of Ashton Partridge's book. He was one of the best fullbacks in the game.
Well, here he goes. Adler's up the middle. He's got support on the inside. He finds, hey, here they come. And again, Nelson Bay, last ditch. There's trouble. Brennan has it. Brennan offloads. Here they come. Thrift can't get a ball away.
Touched by the Bay.
Salanoa just went without it there.
Oh, this is under 10s at the moment. Oh, Lewis, he's called it up. He's going to go back through his memory bank of what went on there. It's been knocked on. It's going to be a Bay scrum.
It will be a Bay scrum, but plenty of pressure will come at this scrum. And Singleton look at the replay here. Adler, inside ball, well done.
Brady, hey, good hands. Just in that tackle there. Brennan looks good. Picks up Thrifty. In for the injured guy, Shepherd. And
Talanoa just couldn't go with it there. The pass didn't stick. And looks like Adler.
Yep, he's probably just looking for oxygen.
Yeah, definitely. That run, I don't think he's seen open space here at Rugby Park for quite some time.
So, he didn't know what happened. He was waiting for the whistle. But back to what you were saying, the Gropers and the Bulls have got a great relationship. Back when the Gropers were a second division club, there was always the trial match. They'd either come up or we'd go down to the Bay. And had a great relationship with the guys up there. Kerry Shepherd, one of the favourite sons from up this way, spent a bit of time up there. And we'd go up and play, and it was always good to get up there. And socially, we see ourselves in the same vein as them, enjoy their football off the field.
He was taken late there off the ball, but I think they'll go back to the scrum here as we slow it down. Yeah, line ball.
Yeah.
Nothing in it.
No. That's
Play
fine.
on. That's perfect rugby.
Yep.
So we'll see a scrum. We'll see if Singleton here, they may try and turn the screws on and really pressure this Bay scrum. They're in a good position to counter.
There we go.
They go the short side. Oh, here comes Singleton.
Good strength of the breakdown there.
Yeah, Ethan Shaw did well to jump on the ball, the halfback.
Oh,
and that's a penalty.
Yep. The Bulls will retreat 10, and they'll get a better shot at touch from there.
Well, this should get them up towards about the 40, and the pressure will be well and truly alleviated from this Bay side, and it's been all Singleton so far. The Bulls, they put on a bit of a show for Ladies' Day here.
Yes, well, there's quite a few of them downstairs, ladies that is, and well, it certainly gets everyone to lift the cog. And
I'm particularly impressed by the fashion up here in Singleton at the moment. Anthony, there's plenty on display down there.
Oh, there is. It's hats,
nice hats.
Hats and heels. Hats and heels is the flavour of the day. That's been what it's been promoted as. And like most ladies, the races, all those, by the end of the day, the heels are off. You got the thongs in the pocket. And
so here come the Bay. And they find it on the far side. So brought down. Singleton do well to adjust their defensive line.
We go again.
Ball goes to nobody.
Oh.
Matt James does well to clean that up, and here come the Bay. There's an overlap.
Nice.
Nicely taken, yeah. Talanoa got him around the ankles there and put him in a touch.
Yeah, it's Samson Salanoa. He's been fantastic. He's come over this year. He came over from Wellsfield in the North Island, New Zealand, and he's our 3 points that we carry each week for our
your
our
one player point.
Our one player point, yeah. So, like I said just before we kicked off, 11 of the guys playing out there at the moment are Singleton juniors.
So Thrift takes that one forward again.
Oh,
and the inside ball, Dot Manu. The gaps are certainly appearing on that inside runner. The Bay's going to have to stiffen up their defence. Little flick pass under pressure. Talanoa does well, marking up. Clarkson, well taken care of for the Bay. Ringy does well. So here come the Bay they're calling for. Ringy gets it. He's going to put it on the boot. Good option there. As Jordan is out of position and the rain has started here.
Yes,
a little bit of a sun shower.
Beautiful. Into touch by Dan Jordan.
Yeah, off the side of the boot, the banana kick.
Yes.
Didn't have much room to move, and he did pretty well.
Kicked that one like his father. His father, Mark, was a prop in the 96 grand final that took the Greens out 44-14. And the Greens having a weekend get-together from the 95 Club Championship.
Last weekend it was.
Yes.
Yeah, a couple of tight heads.
I think
Michael Davis was only allowed there for 5 minutes.
Yes, that's right.
He had to go home.
Quite appropriate. Stacey Sykes was in the same region because it was Monkey's boot that accidentally fell into Stacey's head. As a turnover here by the Bulls, then turned straight back over by the Gropers.
Yeah, nicely controlled in the end by the Gropers. They go wide. Looking to play in that midfield channel.
Ernie, good pressure there.
The gap opens up though almost. Ringy was running, charging off the shoulder, went without it, and that's a penalty, and that's within kicking distance. So the Bulls have really let themselves down there with the discipline, and Nelson Bay could go 3 points in front here.
Brennan asked a question, what for there? The boys, you know, a couple of little mistakes and you can end up straight back down. Points, it's what we saw England do to Australia. You know, they just get in range, get in that funny kicking position, and bang, over they go. O'Farrell, time after time after time. But anyway.
Don't mention the war.
No, we won't mention the war.
And Ringy, he's a very good kicker. I saw him warming up before I was actually going across to the canteen to feed myself. And one of the players he was warming up with said, I'll buy your pie if you can hit that right upright. And he nailed it. And he got it from 40 metres out.
Right.
So he's a bit of a sharpshooter here.
So did he buy you a pie, or was it you to buy him a pie?
No, his teammate said to him.
Yeah, right.
There's
well, anyway, there's a pie on this one.
And a couple of the Bay old boys near us as well. He's hit it. He struck it well, so that's 3 points. Ringy opens the scoreline for Nelson Bay. Totally against the run of play here. So the Bulls, they will have to do well to not look disheartened after that, because they certainly have been the better of the two sides so far.
Yeah, well, they have. It has been free-flowing, like you said. Ethan and Ernie are having a good battle at the breakdown there. Dan Jordan looks to get them underway again.
And it may not go the 10. That's a cardinal sin, and it is one of my pet hates. So Singleton now a bit of confidence lacking. So they're going to have to dig deep, and Big Brennan, he's going to have to get his troops and tell them just to refocus here.
Yeah, Dan Jordan probably taking a leaf out of Mitchell Tenner's book last night in the social fours. Tenner played 5-8 and dropped 2 short from the restart. So bit of a common theme. Could be the centre of the field. Not sure.
It is a bit boggy out there, so I say go long all day. So a bit of gamesmanship going on in the front row as well.
On the other side there, and see a bit awkward.
Ball comes in. Shaw off the back. He's got space. Throws the long cutout ball.
Sampson equal to the
Talanoa
task.
does well. McLean did well to back up there.
Yes.
Ringy feeding his forwards.
Brady Hay underneath there. Brennan strong at the breakdown.
Solid defence in the midfield from the Bulls. Here come the Bay. They go wide again. Hatini using some nice footwork there. Couldn't get away from his man, so now Shaw digging for the ball. Ringy takes the line on, tries to bump off the defender, and
there's the ball, it's out.
Yeah, nice defence, good pressure there.
Good pressure. Like we said, Dot Manu's through on the ball, picked up here.
So Manu gets the ball to Brennan, the big man takes it up, the captain.
Ball.
Here they come, the Bulls.
Lazy player there, another, don't mention the wall moment. The English did that all series.
O'Loughlin now, the big number 8.
Cleaned out.
He's impressive. Ernst, a little bit slow with the delivery. He's going to be held up here. Good defending by the Bay side.
Got to release him now. He's a tackle player.
It's a turnover, is it? No, it isn't. Singleton have it.
Is dangling out the back. Oh, where's he come from?
He certainly
He came from Brankston.
May have come from the putty road there, Anthony, and nice clean out in the end by Hatini. It'll be a Nelson Bay ball. Shaw looking for options, finds it.
Working hard at turn. He's been a lot of breakdowns. He's hands up.
And that's going to be
Well,
a Nelson Bay ball. They took the ball in, the attacking team getting the advantage.
Lewis Nelson letting it go here. It's only right at the moments when, he cautions the guys before, talks them out of the penalties before, instead of just blowing it. I think that's a great sign.
He's a very good referee. I rate him probably in the top 3 referees in the competition. He doesn't get the credit. He doesn't get the big games, but I'd like to see the referees, sponsored by Specsavers, to have a look at this.
Yes.
This young kid, get him out there, get him into some of the big matches.
Well, I'm looking across at Bay 13, and Des George is a bit of a regular. He might be elsewhere today, but Des George is a Singleton resident. And he should
Shaw
be
has
down
it on
here
the short
watching
side and puts the grubbing kick through, and lovely play. So now,
straight down under the veranda. Here we are.
this will be a big test for this Singleton side to hold out the Nelson Bay, who now have become the dominant side in this fixture. Of course, the feature match brought to you by Rams, Viatech and NIB. And our broadcast partner, Top Better. Get in the game with Top Better.
Oh, looks like a substitution happening here from the Bay. Dan Clare coming off.
Nicely won in the end by the Bulls. They're forced to play off their own line. Oh, looking to advance the ball there.
Oh,
dangerous play. Oh, he's picked up
position.
in an awkward position, yes.
He's still, there's a squirrel word.
Oh, good shot there by the Nelson Bay side. Shattuck was absolutely dealt with there. So now they'll have to pick and drive here, the Bulls. They're in trouble.
Shattuck's got to get out of the back of the right. Ruck. Jordan's sitting back in the pocket. Oh,
and that's a penalty to the Bulls. Massive relief there. What about the defence by Nelson Bay? If we can maybe get a replay on that.
Fantastic shot there. Sending us on the back foot. It's good. It's the old,
We'll have a look at the replay here. Anthony, talk us through this one.
Well,
some of the best defending.
He smelled what he had for breakfast there. Whacked. Ernst off the ball. 2 double teamed on Shattuck. Here we go again.
So right in front of the crowd.
Brady Hay looking to bring the ball in.
New to first grade as well.
Yeah,
Hay.
He's only 19, Brady Hay. Great talent. He works hard.
And Jordan does well. Gets an ugly-looking kick away, so there's trouble on the far side.
Oh, Gulliver equal to the task out there. Fantastic, Lockie Gulliver.
Yeah, Gulliver taking his opposition winger, Jack Arthur, over the sideline.
I like Jack Arthur.
Big
he was
tall
running
winger.
around when I was still playing, but he's big, long-rangey winger, and
he's very good in broken field. He's
is.
probably one of the better broken field runners in this Rams 2016 Premiership.
Attacking the ball like that. I'd rather see people drop the ball trying to catch it than let it bounce in it. But it was fantastic to see him take that. Oh, reach through, big long wings from the Gropers there.
Well, the Gropers force a turnover. Here they come now. The ball goes to Buchan.
Oh, the offload from Buchan.
Here's trouble here. Go behind.
They're looking for this width.
McLean has the ball now. And the ball goes over the touchline.
Well, here we go. It's Groundhog Day. Back to the same spot for the line out. The Singleton faithful.
I would have liked to see Kerrod McLean there probably take the line on a bit more, and before he passed it, he had an opportunity.
Yeah, but they are looking for the width. It seems like they're talking about getting the ball wide, but they're forgetting to run forward when they catch it. Just the fundamentals of rugby. Lachlan rising high.
Yeah, nicely thrown in by Hay as well.
Thrift again.
His line-out throw's been under pressure the last couple. Here he goes, nice.
Dot Manu inside.
Manu gets the ball.
Beautiful, here we
almost
go.
Forward, there's Hay on the outside.
Oh, fantastic skills, Dotty Manu.
So Manu, Ernst has it. Shattuck, out wide to Gresham, long ball.
Oh,
here they come. Here come the Bulls. This is going to be a try. He gets there in the end. Nice try, Malloy.
Lewis Nelson. Gee whiz, started back here, thrift through a little hole. He worked hard. 3 people fell off him, I think, I can remember.
Yeah, very good. We'll have a look at the replay shortly. Comes from this line out. Hay doing a great job in the number 2 jersey today. And it came from nothing.
1, 2, 3, 4 defenders all falling off Thrift.
Poor defence really by the Bay. Manu.
Tongan under 21. He's through. Fantastic skills there to play the ball again.
And Gresham had the foresight here
to
throw the long ball.
Shift.
And Malloy.
Like we said, Malloy's
very
been
quick,
away.
isn't he?
Oh, he's fantastic. Last year we saw some fantastic rugby out of Dan, and like I said, he had a bit of time away from the game, but he's back now, and that's what he can do. He's part of a team that we had here that went right through their junior age group with only losing 3 games of rugby, and one of those was the under-18s grand final. But Dan Jordan, Dan Malloy was part of that, and those blokes are coming through into the game, into our teams now, which is fantastic.
Well, the Bulls hit back here against the Gropers. The Gropers had the ascendancy. The kick comes. And it's a good one. Wow, what about that?
Fantastic, Jordo. Well,
so 7-3. Malloy.
I took the mickey out of Jordo's dad as a kicker, but Jordo was a toe poker in his day, and he used to knock him over from everywhere. So kicking like his old man.
Well, certainly the apple has not fallen far from the tree there, Anthony. So now,
a little bit lighter than his dad.
The Gropers had the ascendancy. Yeah. And now the Bulls are back in this. Can the Gropers respond here?
One thing I say to my under-14s team, the best part of a try is you get field position. It might be the greatest thing to hear, but...
That's inspirational stuff, Anthony, as the ball comes to Brennan now.
I learned that off my brother.
He's been strong. The captain, he's leading by example. Shattuck.
They're lining up.
They're confident now. Bowden, as you mentioned, not much of him.
No, he'll go a day. He's a country 20s player. He's been, amongst the program, right through the rep program, and under the eye of
the Bay.
Oh, turn it over again.
Yeah, this is
about the 4th time in that spot on the field. They must enjoy that little square there.
Poor possession by the Bulls. So here they come. Arthur. Goes without it. And almost responding was Gulliver.
I think.
Knock on by Nelson Bay.
Gone for the knock on. I thought it might have been a line out there for the Gropers, but...
yeah, a little touch on the ball. Arthur down that far side. We mentioned he's dangerous. He's such a good open field runner.
Yeah, they've got him out there on that left wing. I like to see, probably a favoured winger out that side. It's a preferred way for people to pass and give him space, and you get him the ball with space, and he can tear any team to shreds. Seen some great highlights throughout the year.
Yeah, definitely. Over the last few years, he's certainly been. Did he?
The Bay, big scrum there.
Yeah,
Bay of old pushing there, that's for sure.
Good part by Gresham. He's got support on the outside. Jordan. Talanoa. Up against Hatini. Can't get a ball away. Yes, he can.
Fantastic.
Jordan. He's still going. You go to ground. So there's trouble out wide if they use it here. Shattuck on the inside. Malloy. He's dealt with.
Tackle's
the Bay respond.
Not holding his own weight.
Kick through. Here's Jordan again. Looking for some space. Doesn't find it. The Bay.
Today, Jordo. The lungs will be burned by now. Ernst for a little dart.
Here's Talanoa. He's got a couple inside. Yes, it finds Malloy. Malloy will score another try.
Fantastic.
What a try by Malloy.
Keeping the ball involved there. That was nearly all backs. Sampson, Jordan, Ernst, Charlie, Shattuck, Willie Gresham. Pretty much the whole back line. Lockie Gulliver standing out there. Got a beef and gravy roll from the canteen. He didn't get involved. But everyone else, that's just fantastic play from the Bulls.
Wasn't it what? And now the Bulls, they've responded to the crowd.
All smiles, Dan Malloy. Here we go.
Look at Gresham. The strength shown by Gresham.
Jordan, ball in 2 hands. Getting the defenders to think. Samson Salanoa, nice and strong there. Jordan again. Good clean out by Gresham and Sampson. Ernst picking a little inside ball for Dan Malloy here.
This is where I thought the Bay had regrouped.
Yeah, it was strong. Nearly got through a little boot coming. Yeah, there it is. A little boot came in there, and then Jordan found just a little bit of an opening and an offload. Quick play here, I should say.
Yeah, good quick recycling
nice little
by
dart.
Ernst.
Yeah, that's something.
Salanoa.
He probably learnt that off his brother in the backyard, and that was fantastic.
Well, Malloy goes over for a double on a ladies' day, so
fantastic.
what else would you rather? The flags go up 14-3.
Yes,
and again, that came from poor Bay defence off their attacking line.
Deep in there. And this is what's been happening to the Bulls throughout the year. 70, 80 metres out, against the run of play, teams go nearly coast to coast, and the boys are sticking behind the try line. And the Bulls are doing it to the Bay today, and it's fantastic.
So the Bay, Ringy has it. It'll be interesting to see where he goes this time.
Oh,
he tries the tricky short one. Oh, it's right on the money.
Oh, that's
what about
fantastic.
that? Clarkson comes up with it.
Strong rucking there for Salanoa. And
Shaw with a flat ball. Bartlett met by some stiff defence.
Substitution on here. 2 little ducks in 22.
So Shaw now. We're ringing.
Oh,
good defence by the
Brady
Bulls. Hay. He's playing well above his years here.
It
was a good tackle, couldn't roll away, but it's a penalty nonetheless. But I tell you what, he's playing well above his years here.
Oh, he is. He's 19. He's a great kid. He saw the dark side for a little bit there. He played up till the under-11s here at the club, and then headed down to Pertec Park here in Singo and played with the Greyhounds.
Nothing wrong with
juniors.
that either.
No, I know your love. Being a 16-year-old first grader down there, Gareth, before you saw the light. And Brady Hayes back here now, and mate, he's been fantastic. Getting a pat in the back there by Guy O'Loughlin.
So here's McLean looking to bridge this gap. He's a well-regarded kicker in this Rams 2016 Premiership. But I'll tell you, the Nelson Bay back row, they're keeping them in this game.
They are.
With their counter-rucking and getting over the ball. And he comes in to kick, and it looks like it's a good one. It's waved away at the last second.
Yeah, Bartlett's been busy. He is good at the blind side. I've been very impressed with his work rate. I know...
and Kalele, who's come in on game day as well, he's certainly added a bit of starch to this breakdown work.
Jeff Hickey always worked hard. I used to like playing against him, roll the sleeves up, and... I never saw myself as the greatest of players, but always enjoyed having a battle with him.
Another wonky kick off the boot. Clarkson puts the up and under. Here he comes through on it. There's
no.
Manu. The big kick almost takes his head off. What a wow!
That. Oh, we'll come back.
His head almost went over the black dot.
They did. I don't know. We got the last one waved away, but he would have got 3 for that for sure. That's some sort of Jackie Chan manoeuvre. He's pointed for the post here. Everyone's going to regroup. Dot Manu's going to think he's lucky stars. He's still got one.
Well, he's almost certainly was seeing stars.
Here we go.
What was he thinking coming to take the ball off the fullback?
Malloy's sitting there comfortably, ready to get the ball, and Dot always let the bloke coming forward take the ball.
So we see the replay here, bouncing off the chest.
Car accident. Yep.
Why not throw your leg at it?
Yep.
So we're ringing. It's an easier task here. 15 out.
Cooey hasn't moved from the scoreboard. One of our life members down there mans a scoreboard every week, and he hasn't moved from his seat, so he's confident that he'll miss.
And you can hear the Bulls jeering there, but it's to no avail as the flags go up.
Cooey.
So 14-6 is the score.
Cooey takes a long way around the scoreboard to climb up. Going to turn it into a 6 there for the Gropers, which is... not great. We've got the Bay Old Boys here sitting right next to us, heckling us all day.
And they're loving it. They love a bus trip, the Old Boys.
Yep. They heard it was Ladies' Day, and, I've called them girls for years, those blokes up there, and that's why they've come.
Anthony Partridge with some venom in the commentary box here.
Brady Hay. Again.
He goes again. So Ernst, he's diving, digging for the ball. The Bulls...
These rucks, there's a bit of push and shove between Ernie and...
it's plenty of pressure on Ernst. So here's Shattuck turning.
That inside ball again.
Brennan
it's worked
inside.
Today.
Popping a ball away. O'Loughlin advancing.
Manu.
Around the corner. Salanoa. He's dangerous.
Oh, he's called that forward.
Wow, what about the skills?
Well, Dotty.
Get him up to Singleton Heights and put him on a basketball court, Anthony.
Yeah, he's living by the sword and dying by it, isn't he? He wants to be involved in everything at the moment. Mate,
Manu.
that was 10 metres backwards from
Kenny
mine.
Cook.
Yeah. Well, every time you've said his word tonight, I have thought it was MasterChef was on, or whatever it is, Kitchen Rules, or... Yep.
Oh, that was a perfect
Manu.
ball. That was a perfect ball. Salanoa took the wrong option anyway. He probably should have tried to beat his man there. So Shaw.
Feeds a scrum. And
Warringah again playing field position. Jordan. It's a
He's
high
under
one. It's a
pressure.
hard one to take. Oh, he
nice
does well,
take.
but look at the tackle by her team.
Yep, their advantage, yeah.
Yeah, that's a penalty to the Bay.
Good pressure.
And the Bay supporters now, they're giving it to the Singleton supporters.
Gee whiz.
And
Jordan,
he's going to
let
be
the ball
marched
go.
here. Jordan. And that was a good decision there by the referee, Nelson. Jordan playing games there, and this again is in kicking distance. It'll be interesting to see what option they take. Yes,
Yeah, they're pointing
They're
to
gonna-
the post again.
they're going to go for goal, and this is keeping them in the match here, the Bay. Both sides playing really positive rugby here in this Rams fixture.
Cooey just sat down on the scoreboard. Might have to get back up again.
So Warringah looking to further add to his tally here. 32 down. This match has been frenetic.
Good word. Well used, Gareth. Frenetic.
It's been
You're
end
right.
to end. It's
It
been
has
quick
been.
and it's been great coming up here for Bar TV Sports.
We go.
The crowd, it comes off his boot. It's come off his shin.
That's how I kick. Well, Cooey stays seated there quite happily in the scoreboard. That's
Yeah,
two there's
he's
missed.
not really too enthusiastic about his role today, as that's a nice long restart. But wow,
in
that
front of the kicker.
is in front of the kicker.
That
and
is
that,
underage fundamentals there. Gee
well, a
whiz.
couple of these players just out of under eights for Singleton,
Yeah.
so
We
such
are-
is the youth in the side.
Yeah, a lot of young blokes. And, coming from the bench as well. Lincoln Adler over there, a couple of weeks ago clocked up 100 club games, but he's only young, even though he's got a beard. Breno's still only a kid. He's only in his mid-20s, I think, Breno. Liam Bowden, 21. Thrifty, mid-20s. Guy Lachlan, he's only a pup. Out of the Norths club. Played a lot of his time at Norths. He's a Joey's boy. Out of school. Went through the years with Kurtley Beale and Paddy Ryan. He's looking to come off the back. They're keeping the ball in the scrum here. Trying to sniff out
Here
another
comes
penalty.
Shaw. Shaw's got plenty of room. He's got
they're all
options.
hanging on him. He put it
It
nowhere.
goes to nobody. They're still on. There's still a chance. They're 5 out the Bay. They pick and drive.
O'Loughlin over the ball, looking for the turnover. I think he's got it. Oh,
Still going here, Nelson Bay. They're close. They pick. They drive again.
Salanoa under that ball.
Yeah, Salanoa does very, very well to put his body in position. They're close. Nelson's right on the ball.
Oh,
And he's
given
awarded
it.
the try. It's a try to Nelson Bay. And look at the face. Look at the jubilation there.
He's a happy chappy.
The big man goes over.
Well, pies for the kickers and pies for the try scorers.
Pies for everybody.
Canino, he said I was held up. He just then, he just give the referees held up signals. So I reckon we might go back to the bunker.
Unfortunately, they don't use
let's
us
see if we
for
can-
bunker facilities, but you can't see it from here.
Yeah, there's bodies there.
He's right
and,
on the spot, though.
Yeah, he's all
Nelson,
over it.
so credit to him. He was there. He would have seen the ball touch
Dot
the
Manu.
grass.
He's right under it there. But anyway, they are in. And
Nice.
it is off the upright. Just shy.
Wow.
Hitting the junction there. Jeremy Dunn out to regather the ball. Well, here come the Bulls.
So the Bulls, the score remains
Well, it'll go up to 14-11 there, I think. Am I right in saying that?
14-11 is the score. 14-11 is the score. He missed the kick, of course.
Oh,
nicely taken.
A lot of
yeah,
pressure, Bowden all over him there.
they've done well, the Bay.
Oh, beautiful hands there, Shaw under pressure. Oh, a little tap.
So
on
here
there.
comes the Bay. They're under pressure. What about that? The
He has
kick.
hit that as sweet as you like. 7-iron.
It's gone 50 metres. It's
Malloy looking.
He's
nowhere
dangerous,
to
isn't he,
go.
Malloy?
There he is, yeah.
He finds some space every time he gets the ball. Now the Bulls, they're
Thrift.
struggling to get
Oh,
back.
clean
Here's
bowled
Manu.
Nathan Brennan.
Dummies.
He's
Here
strong.
comes
He looks
Brennan,
for
the
Brennan.
captain.
Adler.
Outside.
Sampson.
Salanoa. Salanoa has a couple to beat. Gets around one.
Lincoln
Oh,
Adler.
here comes Adler.
Seagulling up the wing.
He swarmed in the end by a sea
want width.
Bay defender. Salanoa picks and drives.
It's got
They
to
go
go
wide
here.
now.
We
Shattuck
shift.
has it.
He gets
Out
the
wide now.
forwards out of the road.
Jordan. Gresham takes it up the middle. Oh, so they turn the ball over the Bulls again. Not enough desperation at the breakdown, Anthony.
No. Gareth. Oh. Jeez. Everyone's putting each other under the pressure here. I think they're doing it to themselves, mate, both the teams.
Well, Jack Arthur saw a little gap, but it was already called a knock on.
Ernst sucking him in over there. It's been
such a quick half of
it
rugby,
has.
hasn't it? It's
Yeah,
probably
well,
been one of
that's
the
the-
most exciting games we've covered this year on Bar TV, the feature match here up in Singleton. As we look at the replay there, look at the
That is
kick.
as sweet
Wow.
as you like. That
Someone
could have ended
sign him up.
horribly.
Well, there's a guy called Kiego Moriyasu in the NPL that we cover in Newcastle in the soccer, and I tell you, he hit that better than him.
Yeah, right. We go, Shaw.
So Shaw feeds the ball in. Good scrum by the Bay. They're starting to get a bit more dominant at the set piece. Warringah has options.
Well refereed there by Lewis Nelson, letting that scrum, letting the ball come out.
McLean pops the ball to nobody. Warringah has to clean
Oh,
up.
dear.
It goes to ground, and it's going to come all the way back. Advantage played there.
Oh, well, I thought he let that go, that scrum. It was a mess. Liam Bowden coming off early and going back into position there. I'd say that's who's been penalised there for leaving the scrum.
So the discipline, again, letting them down. It gives the Gropers another chance to hit the lead for the second time today. Of course, they opened the scoring with a penalty goal.
Yeah. Something Bob Harris has really worked on with the guys is discipline and turning pressure into points. That is one of those cliches you hear, but you've got to do it. Get down there and keep that scoreboard ticking over.
Oh, the Bay come up with it. Shaw feeds Warringah, but referee Nelson's going to
He's not happy
bring
with
it
that.
back.
Not straight. It'll be a Singleton scrum.
So Singleton,
Right
it's
on
their
the stroke
chance
of
now
half-time.
to put some points on the board. If either side's put some points on the board before the stroke of half time, it's going to be devastating and it could have a serious impact in the outcome of the match. So we see the Coolmore Racing sign in the background.
Yes.
Couple of
more stud. They keep that Jerry's Plains Tavern alive out there on a Friday night, that's for sure. All the
So ball comes off. Shattuck feeds Gresham. Gresham goes behind. Jordan. Salanoa.
It's gone backwards.
It was a
there.
poor pass. Thought it might have gone forward. Yeah, the
it's gone for a
referee,
knock-on.
Lewis Nelson, says, yeah, knock on in the end. Might have got a call from the touch judge.
Yeah, I think
I'd
he
say.
did. Yeah. So I'd say I'll play this scrum and
Almost be full time as we look at the replay. Yeah, the ball wasn't quite there by Jordan. First blemish, really, of his game today.
yeah,
He's had a very solid game. He's
he has.
very safe at the back as well.
He is. He was most of his time as a junior. He played at 5'8", but he's found Charlie Shattuck's earned this 10 jumper, and Jordo's sitting quite comfortably back there at fullback. He makes good decisions.
So ball comes in. Shaw. Warringah has it. Hatini
He's a hard runner
on the inside. Yeah, he's got good footwork too. Oh, sure, just can't get the ball away. The Bay, they're troubling. No, they've turned the ball over. The Bulls have it. Can they go the length of the field, coast to coast? Here's Hay. Does well to get out of the opposition. Randall there came up in his face. His opposing hooker. Shattuck now, inside ball. And a good run by Bowden. He's been busy all day.
Yep. Again, the Bay spoiling these rucks really, really well.
Brennan on that inside ball. So strong.
Oh, that's nice, clean.
And they go short side. There's an opportunity there. O'Loughlin, he's up the middle. O'Loughlin, Solanoa's on the inside. Oh, he can't find him. Yes, he can. He gets the ball on the bounce. There's trouble to the right.
Oh, really
knock on, says the referee. Wow. Guy O'Loughlin is having a ball out there today.
Yes, he's fantastic. He's got, every time I see him, he rubs me on the head. I don't know if he's got that great hair. Wish I had some of that.
Well, it's going to be half time here.
Yeah, well,
14-11. This game is in the balance here at Rugby Park. We're going to take a quick break, Anthony, but your highlights of the half so far?
Oh, it's been a great battle. Good seeing these young guys. I don't know, for highlights of mine, that try Malloy scored from 80 metres out. Whole team try was fantastic. You know, that's great rugby. Hopefully we can see some more of that in the second half.
And equally, the Bay, they've been really good at the breakdown. They've been the dominant side of the breakdown, so the Bulls are going to have to fix that up at half time. We're going to take a quick break and get back in about 5 minutes. Well, welcome back, everybody. Half-time here at Rugby Park at Singleton, leading Nelson Bay 14-11. And what a match it has been in this Rams 2016 feature match. Also, Viatech and NIB, the major partners for the 2016 Rams Premiership. And Top Better getting the game with Top Better, our broadcast partner for all our grassroots and mid-tier sports competition. Check them out. Check out the website, topbetter.com.au, for all your tournaments around sport, racing. And it's very fun, and they give you the better bucks, and it's a great little concept and a great initiative by a couple of very smart Newcastle guys behind that operation. It'll be Nelson Bay to kick off here, running right to left on your screen. The crowd is almost rabid. Anthony Partridge, he's back in the box with me. And it's a showtime here. Second half as Manu comes up with it. That's a good take by the big lock. Ball coming back now, Shattuck. And again, Brennan just doing the tough stuff, leading by example.
Crawling through.
Great run there.
And it's getting a pat on the head there from Spurs. Oh,
Adler's taken hard there. The forearm almost crept up. I think it was Randall, the Nelson Bay hooker. He's pulled off some big shots. Here's Manu again. Gets a ball to Shattuck. Shattuck. He steps, he jinks, he weaves, he can't get a ball.
Just another ruck. That's all they need. Beautiful. This is the favourite.
Oh, they turn the ball over. The ball's Hatini. Here he goes. Hatini pops a ball up. He's impressive, Hatini. Hasn't seen too much of the ball. But every time he has, he does something with it. A little kick.
Yeah, Manu.
There, Manu. He's back there. He's everywhere at the moment. Manu gets away from one and charges up the middle.
Again, Bartlett, I think they're over the ball.
So Shattuck, he's under pressure. Brennan takes it. The Bulls, they're not really at the breakdown at the moment. Shattuck, they come around the corner. O'Loughlin, he's up the middle. Here goes O'Loughlin, kicking for his winger.
Bounce
Jordan. Can't get it. Will ring. He does well to clean up. So, again, they've thwarted the Bulls.
Ask them to use it or lose it. They're right.
So Arthur, he dances, he pirouettes, he gets the ball off the right foot. It almost comes straight into the balcony
box. That's good pressure from the Bulls. O'Loughlin again, trademark straight up the field.
So it's going to be a Bulls throw here and plenty of pressure. They've got Adler out as a runner.
A 5-man line out.
Alex Thrift is out there as well. Between the fly half.
Won.
Yeah, nicely won. Shattuck not happy with it though, the referee.
Yeah, Lewis Nelson, he's consistent. Called one over at the canteen there.
So Brady Hayes' throw.
Yep, that
just not finding the mark there. Comes with experience.
It does. There's only one way to get it, and that's to play football.
Well, yourself are probably one of the best line-out jumpers this Rams 2016 or the Rams Premiership has seen over the years.
Yeah, well, Michael Maher said my rugby career increased 20 years when the lifting laws came in. Because in my younger days, as about an 83-year-old second rower, it was a bit different. It was getting pushed around by all the big boys. But
so Waringi goes out the back. McLean has plenty of time. He's got a very big boot.
Look at
McLean bounces. Jordan sees it over the touchline. And good field position here. The experience, I guess, of the older guys in the Nelson Bay side is the danger for this Bull side at the moment.
Yeah, that's right. Experience has been one of those things that has always been an issue over the last couple of years. A few of us older boys pulled the pin a couple of years ago, but like I was just saying, the only one way to get it, and that's to play footy with your mates out there and time after time learn what goes on. But how quick it can turn. Brady Hay had a throw.
Yeah, that's better there. O'Loughlin comes up. The delivery wasn't quite there from Ernst, but Shattuck did well to pick up. And they've turned the ball over the Bay side. Again, dominant at the breakdown in the tackle. Oh, Manu intercepted. Here he comes. The inside ball, and it's called back.
Gee whiz.
Surely he wasn't offside.
Looked good for the crowd anyway. I think he's just thrown the ball all the way to North Queensland.
What about the skills by Manu on the inside? The no-look pass again.
He is everywhere.
We'll go to the replay here as we see the turnover and some very good tackle.
Nice and strong in the tackle. I think that was Buchan there.
He shot up down the line.
Whether it was close. Yeah, it was fast. Chris Bennett always said he was onside, but he was probably always offside. But,
Jason Toby's another one that comes to mind. Loved an intercept.
Wasn't he a great footballer? Yeah, he was renowned for the intercept. Andrew Chicka Ferguson here at the club. He plays in our lower grades. Chicka goes for about 18 intercepts a game. Gets probably 1.
Good completion rate.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
But all the trouble now on the Bulls. Can they lift here at home?
Clayton Williams, I see, on the field now, the front row there.
Clayton not starting, but he has been a regular over the last couple of seasons for the Bulls.
Yeah, I think he might have come from work late today, so I saw him run across the field just as we kicked off.
So the Bulls come up with it.
I think he might have swapped Lincoln Adler there. He worked hard, really hard in that first half.
Oh, he was impressive, wasn't he?
Ernst looking for Captain Courageous.
Oh, look at that. Good run again. Brennan.
Good numbers at the breakdown. Thrift getting a tap on the head.
Well, here's the man there, Adler.
Well, it is Adler.
So he's still on the field. Maybe Hayes come from the field.
No, I see Brady out there. We'll work it out. Sky O'Loughlin's come off, actually. That will...
Well, that's a big loss.
Yeah, he took a bit of a bump before his last big run, and he was down for a little bit, but...
And again, the Bay trouble.
Oh, Thrift!
Thrift, he's in it
He's
again.
got Bowden with him.
Can he link up to support? No, he doesn't. Oh, yes, he...
No, oh,
the ball is dropped.
Yes.
Bowden.
Just these 1%ers for us at the moment. Well,
And a bit of push and shove out there as well for his trouble.
Gulliver hands on his head out here. He had wide open spaces. He was, a good quick ruck there, and we shift the ball, and Gulliver's looking for a try for sure.
Well, Liam Bowden, he's certainly, as you mentioned, there's not much of him, but he's certainly got plenty of fight, plenty of spirit. And Thrift as well. He's come into the team on game day, and he's playing out of his skin.
Oh, he's having a fantastic game. And like I said, losing Shep's huge, but, gee whiz, Thrift hasn't let us down, has he?
So Williams is playing in at hooker.
Yeah, so Brady A will go he might slide into the back row there. It's a little bit of versatility there amongst a few of the boys. And
good scrum by the Bulls.
Yeah, good shove. But
the Shaw has it on the outside, and Clarkson kicking back towards the centre of field to nobody, really.
Yeah,
and now the Bulls have a good chance to counter-attack.
Here.
Gresham
goes
the himself. Ball. What? He had options outside Malloy.
Oh,
and again, the Bulls are slow to get to the breakdown in the Bay. They come up with a turnover.
Again, strong at the breakdown, the Bay.
It's where the game could be won or lost here today. And again, they choose field position, the Bay.
Jordo waiting back there.
They were a little bit disorganised on that, the Bay. And Jordan, now he'll punch that downfield. Finding the touchline almost.
No, down the tram tracks. If it doesn't go out, that's where you want it to be. At least you know where your defender's got to go. Bay looking straight. Oh, solid defence.
Oh, look at that. Edwards was cleaned out, wasn't he? On the bigger man too. Shaw with a box kick. Good option. Jordan. He somehow got back there.
Solanoa with him, supporting him there. But again, the Bay strong at the breakdown with Mitch Bailey, the Centurion.
So they've come up with the ball, the Bulls, but they're held up in possession. Going to have to do something with it. They get to ground. Ernst looking to settle the play.
Lazy runners getting out of the ruck there from the Bay.
And here he is again. Brennan. Look, he's still going, Brennan.
Oh, mate, he's fantastic.
Good run by Brennan, the Bay. They're equal to the task defensively, Manu. And again, not cleaning out there the Bulls, so Ernst had some scrappy ball. Nice ball by Gresham. Here comes Gulliver. He's quick. Chips over the top.
Well, they're under pressure. Good defence here from the Bulls.
So Kerry McLean.
Bodies in motion.
There was a nothing kick in there, and Arthur spots a bit of a gap.
Waringi waiting back there to kick, but Arthur loves a run.
There's a bit of space there for Arthur. Didn't really get amongst it, so now they look to go wide. And McLean punches it downfield. Manu's there. Oh, he loses his footing as the Bay come through on the ball. It's close, and Manu gets around one. And he goes straight up the middle there, Manu.
Well, McLean just getting up over here from the touchline. Is frenetic, to use a Wassick word.
And Gresham.
It has been a Gresham. Equal to $100 up here.
The Shattuck goes through the middle. Here he goes, the dummy.
He's got Malloy.
He's got Malloy. Doesn't use him. Couldn't use him. Malloy just not in the right position there.
It's good decision making.
Brennan's on the short side. He's calling for it.
Captain courageous to
Gulliver
Gulliver.
has it. He tries to get around Arthur. He does. Here comes Gulliver. He's 5 out.
Well, he's got to release that. He's not holding his own weight there. Oh, gee
yeah, that's going to be a penalty now. Advantage played to the Bay.
Wow.
So they were on the back foot there, the Bay and Singleton. They're blowing up. Gulliver's having a chat.
Well, I think Nelson's got that wrong. He was a tackler. He's got to release him when he gets to the ground, and he did not leave him.
We'll have a look at the replay here.
I could be wrong, but I think he rode him to the ground. And
he did well to get around Arthur, who's a good defender in his own right.
Oh, no, he was a tackle assist there, straight on the ball. Well, I'll eat my... Yeah, shut up, Pardo.
Fair penalty, and well refereed by Nelson.
Yes, I'll eat my words.
You're certainly eating those schooners next to me.
Yep, the 50 lashes. It was a put on for the beer of the month 18 months ago, and it's still here.
Long months here.
Yeah. Well, things change up. Yeah, so, we're a bit slower up here. Everyone says that.
What's a month?
What's a month?
What's a month at God's Acre? Ball comes out now.
Oh.
The no-look pass just really wasn't on.
He knows where his props are.
But Buchan, he did well in the end to take that ball. And
he's been busy too, Buchan, the try scorer. He can tell all his mates.
So we'll see what they do here. Oh, Jordan, he's lost his footing. Hatini. Salanoa, he's quick and gets a nice ball away.
Dan Malloy, he can
Malloy, here he goes, Malloy, he's got support. Hey, he gets the ball off the chest. Flick pass. Close, so close. Didn't need to throw it, but did anyway.
Still us, Ernst. Looking for
here they go. That's a try for Williams. Good try to the Bulls.
Fantastic.
I thought the play was almost over there. I thought the referee was going to pull up the play. The players thought they'd pulled up the play, but the old adage is play to the whistle. And that's a try to Williams, who comes on the field and scores a pretty opportunistic try, to be fair.
Well, everyone's grabbing their opportunities. Clayton Williams on. Here we go on the replay. Dan Malloy. We saw him score a try.
Hay,
good
hands.
In the back play there. Brady Hay. And look at that out the back door, Manu style. Ruck there, the Bay player. Probably could have been a penalty
gets out of it.
But Ernst for a little look. Clayton Williams.
Ernst. He summed it up nicely, didn't he? Just took a little scoot out and offloaded to Williams. And like all good hookers, they're on the money as we look at...
Very appropriate for a ladies' day. Malloy,
he's
getting up. His dad's sitting in the background here. Looking a bit concerned, Dad.
He's shaking his...
As he gets handed another schooner. Oh, Chris Bailey. Yeah, Mitch's dad.
He's called him off.
Of
course, Chris Bailey.
Some pretty handy stock looking
played
to come
plenty
on.
of games for both codes in Singleton.
Yes.
Local legend himself.
Yes.
Cranky. I remember him as a cranky.
Yeah. Well, he's so happy these days.
I know, he's loving it. Look at the big smile on his face.
Yep, he's up and
he's missed the kick.
Yeah.
So 19-11.
Bars went off shift work and he's smiled ever since he left shift work.
19-11. So the Bay, they've done everything. They've thrown everything at this Singleton Bulls pack. And
well, Dan Malloy came off and on came Dominic Keys has come on. Now, Dom Keys, he is a fantastic, another big long-rangey back and can go.
Jet shoes, I'm told, and that's a lovely kick there as Adler goes up for
Clayton
it. Doesn't
Williams,
need
a try scorer. Strong at the breakdown again, the Bay. Off the ball.
Definitely off the ball there. Sam Ernst isn't getting up.
Some new ribs.
In any case, it's play on the Bay. Come up with it up the middle. That's going to be a penalty, though.
Well, I'd like to see that again. Fair dinkum.
He's been targeted today, Ernst. And
well, he has.
A credit to his toughness. He's certainly up to it.
Let's see. Comes straight around the side of the ruck there, the number 8. Edwards.
So we'll look at it here, and Ernst comes to the back of the breakdown.
Whack. Thanks for coming. Well, committed.
He was committed to the tackle.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Anyway, Ernst asking the question. Doesn't talk as much, his brother, to the referees. Just likes his actions to speak. Gareth, one of those great game managers. George Gregan style.
And he's been good for the Merriweather Carlton Club since he's been down there. He's playing in second grade at the moment, so he's been kept out by Eddie Clifton.
Yeah, well, it's Gareth's been, gee whiz, rack up the games between Singleton and Merriweather, and he's been a great.
So Williams has the ball. Nicely won, but Ernst under a lot of pressure again.
Those ribs out again. There's a ball coming out.
So they'll pick and drive here. The captain, Brennan.
Brennan, his long-time lover, taking the ball.
James. Oh, he's turned the ball over, has he? No, they keep control of it. Williams is looking for it. Shattuck gets it to Manu.
Manu.
Wee.
They're playing a little bit narrower here in this soggy section of the field, Shattuck.
Yeah, the Nelson Bay players, they're going to have to watch themselves. They're creeping up at the moment. Gresham takes them on. Good run.
Strong again today, Willie.
That's what they needed. Some direction there. Gresham does as Williams now doesn't make the advantage line.
Here we go.
But sets it up nicely. Shattuck. They're a little bit disorganised here. The ball's all taken possibly high there by Randell. The crowd thinks so. Manu has it, puts it on the boot. Here's Gulliver.
That come off Arthur too, so that'll be a Singleton line out.
So attacking the line now, the Singleton Bulls. And the Bay are going to have to watch themselves here.
The vocal crowd, this is it.
As we see there, just a little swinging arm. Wasn't too much, bounced up off the ball. Well refereed again by Nelson. And
look for Bowden again.
Ernst offside.
A little bit gun shy.
James certainly came through. Advantage being played. Here's Adler. Good run by the prop forward. Ernst looks for Manu. He tries to duck under the tackle, and that's a penalty.
Yes. Well,
offside there, so.
All the Singleton faithful upstairs pointing to the post.
The score 19-11.
Fantastic. Gareth Ernst sprung off the ground.
Sam Ernst.
Yeah, gee whiz.
Sam Ernst.
We shouldn't have talked so much about Gareth. Anyway, Ernie looked for touch.
They're going to go for line. This is good, positive stuff here by the Bulls.
And a good
in front of their home crowd.
About 9 metres out now. Right under the old boys section. Some of the greatest games ever played sitting up in that end.
And they keep getting greater, don't they?
They do. Chris Bennett, I see, leading them up there. Shane Thompson, the president, looking on astutely.
So the ball stolen there by the Bay. Shaw's got a bit of work to do, though.
Lots. Might be held up in goal
I think he's just outside, as we see on the Bar TV screens there. Great production work by our crew, as always. As the ball comes back, the big show and go off his own line. I haven't seen that since the 70s, Anthony.
Gary Buckton had one of the best dummy dive passes in
turnover, is it?
It is. Yes, it's been a little knock on there. It's a Singleton scrum 5 metres out.
This will be pressure with Williams in the scrum. It certainly has added a bit to this set piece for the Bulls here.
Yeah, Clayto's been good since he's come on.
And we're going to have
and he's packed a heap of them.
Knock on. The Bay side aren't happy, shaking their heads out there.
And this is a tough part of the field. It's pretty boggy this way.
Without our Lachlan on there, it's going to be hard to control at the back without an out-and-out number 8.
That's right. I see. What are they doing at the moment? I think Bowden looking to the side. Thrifty. It's gone to number 8. Brady Hay onto the side. So Clayton Williams, a bit of beef right in the middle. Like Brady Hay, his work rate's great, but he doesn't like the pies. He's a bit lighter. But a strong scrum.
Sure,
Clayton
he'll grow
Williams.
into his body.
Yes.
He's only 19. So here comes Ernst, and good scrum by the Bay, pushing the Singleton side off the ball on their line. It's out. Hay comes up with it. He's been everywhere. Cops a little bit of a working over as well in the tackle.
Well, you talk about
some pushing and shoving. Adam Edwards.
Well, Lincoln Adler learning a few things here. It's gone from the back row. He was one of our number 8s. He beat Musselbrook in second division there a couple of years ago. He was a number 8 in that game, and he's mainly played back row. So he put his hand up to play in the front row this year, and Well, he's learning some of
can-
the dark arts today.
I can attest to once you put your hand up, you'll never play anywhere else.
That's right. Yep, I've never had the body shape for it. My brother, he's got a back that could play in the front row. He's got that fat back, some sort of missed chromosome there that I got.
Yeah, well, at least he got the hair.
Yes,
As the ball comes
got all of it.
back and into the pocket, has it found touch as Arthur tries to put a boot to the ball. And it was a
big fan of Arthur.
pretty terrible looking kick, to be fair.
Yep. Well, back down under the faithful here as the shadows draw longer at Rugby Park.
It'll be a Singleton throw as Williams takes his time.
Shattuck organising the troops out
Good
wide.
growth by Williams as well, really, isn't it, on the
it's
beard?
fantastic.
I remember him as a young pup. Ball off the top, Ernst, a long ball.
Good hands by
Shattuck goes wide.
Keys.
Keys gets through.
Good leg drive.
Nice run by Keys, setting them up nicely on the front foot. Now the Bulls looking to attack. They go to Shattuck. Salanoa.
Holds the
Straight and
ball.
hard. He loves it straight, doesn't
Yeah.
he?
And hard. A little playing advantage here.
So mistakes creeping into the match.
Oh,
And that's a knock on Bulls away.
it's another good attacking opportunity. Now, this is where I think we need to see Gulliver come to the ball. Like, this is a great matchup out here. Gulliver on Arthur.
It is.
See the
I'd like to see them definitely use the width here. And Gulliver, it's been an interesting matchup all game. Gulliver getting around him a couple of times. Arthur threatening, but hasn't had the best ball either.
That's right. The Bulls are quite narrow in their setup. This is Chris Coleman's little touch to the club, I think, that a lot of clubs have seen.
Standardised coaching, mate.
Yes,
He's a very, very astute coach, Chris Coleman.
he is.
Credit.
Straight out of the textbook. No. He's sharpening the boys up. It's
So
all the
Shattuck.
basics. Looking good in setup.
Shattuck's been solid today as well. He's made a couple of breaks, I guess, but he hasn't really threatened. But I'd like to see him take the line on
Yeah,
maybe that couple more steps.
yeah. Take the ball to the line.
Anthony, sorry.
Gareth, Sam, Timothy, Anthony.
So here's Shattuck now. He's got bodies in motion. Gresham. Keys.
Oh!
Should have given the ball. Keys. The Bulls
Gee
still have it.
whiz. Little whack.
What a tackle there.
Shot
Just
by
came
the
out of
skipper,
nowhere.
Hatini. Oh,
But he should have passed the ball in any case.
yeah.
And that's a try gone begging.
I think his ribs are thinking that as well. Here it comes.
Have
Whack.
a look at that. That
Good shot.
is a great shot by Hatini. I mean, we credit him all the
that
time.
goes there.
He
Jordan
read the
gets
play
that
so
goal,
well, didn't he? He
scores.
had
Yeah,
to come. He had to come
make
out of the
tackle.
line there. So that could be a match-winning play there by the base centre. So it'll be a bay ball. They have to go the length of the field. They're still in the match.
17 minutes to run. There's a lot of time left to play. Unlikely to say that there'd be a Singleton tied head here, but anything could happen. No, straight out.
Straight out. So Shaw didn't get the best ball. McLean gets the ball, steps off his right.
Oh,
he
dear.
Gave a pass and he didn't
Well, here we go.
need to do that at all. Adam Edwards,
Gee whiz.
the number 8.
I thought he was playing advantage for a little knock on there, but he must have been calling them back on side. But Brennan strong on the ball here. This looks...
No, it's come back. Shaw's looking for it, and he's played that off his feet, has he?
Yeah,
the
no, we've
referee
got it.
says
It's turned over.
It's a turnover. So the Bulls
thought
now.
Brennan had it.
Good chance to attack. They go short side.
Thrift.
Ernst. Now Brennan goes again.
The
Good
skipper.
tackle on the captain.
Shattuck.
Adler goes through. Gresham straightens the attack. He almost gets through.
Good setup.
Shattuck goes back towards the blind side and
bloody
opens
hey.
up.
Oh, a little offload out the back door. It's still alive. The
It's
Bulls
still
have
going. The
got
Bulls
ball.
are still
He's
on the
in.
ball. It's a try.
Ernst. Yes, they've given it.
Ernst, the plucky little halfback, goes over.
The good
and it's
Ernst.
a well-deserved try for the halfback, who's been one of the best out there.
Kerry Shepherd keeps his Singleton jacket on. It's Nelson Bay Gropers jumper underneath. He might have a gun. I see Guy Shepherd out there patting Sam Ernst on the head. It's fantastic to see Shepherd.
Well, look at the replay here. And
Brady Hay again.
oh, look at the flick
Little
pass
off
by
ball.
Hay. Didn't really need to do that.
No.
But Ernst.
Released in the tackle there, and over he
Wow.
goes. Hands on the ball. The Gropers can't complain about that one next to these old boys.
That's a hard-fought try by the halfback. And the desperation shown by the Bulls here may win it for them on the day. The score is 24-11.
Well,
It's not out of the reach of the Gropers. There's still
No,
plenty
it's
of
not.
time to go, and the game's still on here.
15 minutes ago. Some of the games the Bulls played early on, we'd scored 20 per. They'd score no points for 60 minutes, and then they'd come home with this wet Sala Bulls. This is the way they like to run in the second half. Always run up the hill towards Newcastle, run home, downhill towards the Bowman end, run towards the crowd. This is exactly set up how Singleton want it for the day.
Well, so many clubs are like that as well, aren't they? You go to the Merriweather Carlton, they like running towards that green room.
Yeah, that's right.
The Wanderers looking for a suburb to run to.
Yep.
And that's hit, and it's not struck the
waved
best,
away.
and it's waved away. So the score 24-11.
I remember Ian Gray as a captain here one day, called to run into the wind in the first half, so we did. We ran against the way we normally do in the first half, and the wind turned, and we ran into it in the second half as well. Ian Gray, one of your best decisions. Being
We
a
probably
solicitor.
talked everyone into it too, being a
Yeah, well, he
solicitor.
did. Yeah, he did.
So, Warringah goes high again.
gee,
Is it going to make
places
the
them well,
10?
doesn't he?
Oh, what about the placement?
Oh, the Centurion Bailey tidies up.
He's been tough all day, hasn't he?
Brady Hay just comes in full of courage. I
Oh,
love
look
him.
at Brennan go again. Advantage now, Singleton.
Well, it's all starting to come into the
Here goes Williams. Good run by him. Charges onto it. Ernst. And Brennan goes again. Look at him. The captain doing everything at the moment. He wants a win. Shattuck now. Inside border. Adler. The space opens up. He can't pop a ball.
Good thinking by Adler. Didn't have to throw it. They probably got that chat from Bob Harris at halftime. Keys.
Keys, he's strong in the tackle, shrugging a couple off.
Yeah, came off a pretty...
So Shattuck goes short side. There's trouble.
Salanoa.
Shattuck now. He's got no support. And the Bulls, they're
Jordan
set
looks after
wide.
him. Oh, they're
Gresham.
lining
Gresham
up.
dummies.
Oh!
Gresham gets through to Brennan. Brennan, can he get a ball away?
Brady Hay.
Oh, it's a turnover now.
Oh.
Arthur.
Relieving pressure.
Nice kick down the field by Arthur.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's there.
Well relieved by Arthur. Got
So-
them out of jail.
They were close. They're threatening now the Bulls.
Yeah, well, they're lining up there. Willie Gresham looked to take him on, and, you know, I think there was a whole forward pack waiting outside him.
Yeah, definitely. I like how he did play direct, though. And
He had
they
to.
should have gone that way next play.
Yep, it was on out there, but that...
Again, maybe the inexperience there. Maybe Shattuck probably needs to take control of the game a little bit more at this stage of the game. He'll
Yep.
learn,
He will.
and this is the perfect opportunity to do so.
Was talking to his brother at halftime, and
Ball off the top. Ernst does well. Shattuck. Dummies.
that Bay player, surely, gee
Yeah.
whiz.
Didn't roll away as
Yeah,
Manu
slow getting out of there.
takes another hit up there. He's been very busy. Shattuck now goes wide. Keys
Pressure.
is well under
Bay
pressure.
line
Good
up
defensive
there.
line by the
Bartlett.
Bay. They lose about 5 metres there. Ernst. Oh, look at that good
gee whiz.
tackle on Hay.
He's lost
There's
his
been
feet.
some
He's
big
gone
hits
through
here
there.
today.
Lewis Nelson, again, talking people out of the penalties.
Yeah, well refereed. And
Yeah, gee. Oh,
the kick wasn't on really as
6 to
Shattuck
go.
cleans up. And
Williams again.
Williams, he's been busy since he's been on.
Yep, Sam
Adds
Ernst.
that little bit of experience to this pack.
He does. Oh,
Picking and driving now in the Bay. Their defence, there's trouble if they go towards the
Here's
right.
Skipper again.
Here
Look
he
at him.
goes. Look at him shrugging
oh,
players
the
off.
two big units going at it here.
Jarvis. Almost going toe-to-toe there.
Shattuck. Well, Ernst is down in the background.
Here's
One of the
Gresham.
boys-
Gresham. So they're going to have to.
Jordan's come in to play halfback. He's seen that Ernie's down.
Yeah, nice awareness there by Jordan. Shattuck. Tackle.
Matt Staff calling for head eye up here in the crowd.
Almost. Oh, and here he goes again, Brennan.
Number 758 hit up today.
Beating players again. Now Gresham
That's
goes
the ball.
wide. Here comes Gulliver. Gulliver.
Gulliver beats Arthur. Just brought down by Bartlett again, I think.
He's winning the matchup on the wing here. And
Arthur, there's the ball.
Arthur now gets one back on him.
Oh,
So
Brady
just
Hay.
stepping there. Oh, popped the
ball out
pass.
the back.
Wasn't the best looking
Randall.
attempt there.
Well, he's certainly not as fleet-footed as Hay, his opposition. The
He
opposite.
certainly
hooker.
isn't, is he? The big hooker.
He certainly gives away the kilos, Hay. Oh,
So they
solid.
play well. Yeah, nice work by Gresham.
And
He's
he's
read
strong.
he's read it well. Again,
There's
here
a
comes the
substitution
Bay.
on. I watched him play. Randall. Oh, dear.
Oh, nice work by the hooker. Randall getting them on the front foot. McLean,
Oh,
Hattini,
good
he's
hands,
dangerous.
Hattini.
Oh, good hands. As you said there, oh, great defence by
Thrift.
Salanoa. Or was it Thrift? Shaw, little chip over the top for himself. Taken out.
Here we
So
go.
now Jordan has it. He hasn't seen too much of the ball.
Not this second half anyway. Dotmanu. Jordan and Dotmanu have spent a fair bit of time together today. And, good clean out by the Bulls. It had to happen there. Bowden.
Oh, nice. Well, Bowden goes without the ball. It's a mistake that Singleton didn't really need.
Yep.
So now, with less than 10 minutes remaining, can the Bay hit back here?
Well, the Bay go in with a converted try. Anything can happen. Momentum's an amazing thing. You know, score a try and bang, it can happen straight away. And they're in the right part of the field. They haven't spent much time down there this half, that's for sure. It's been all the Bulls.
As we see Hattini there, he's the man that's going to break the deadlock if they need to get the ball to him.
Been really impressed. It's the first time I've seen him play live, and I like how abrasive he is, and he runs the ball nice and hard. And
Well, he's had a couple of injuries as well, so it's good to see him back from that, and he certainly hasn't lost anything, has he?
No. I think Dom Keys he'll remember him tomorrow morning when he wakes up after that great shot he put on Keys earlier. Oh,
Well, the
Scum's
scum just
gone
going
there.
down on the far side. You can see both packs, they're weary.
Yep. They've worked hard. It has been
I mean, the Bulls have to really keep on top of this here.
Yeah. See them cleaning the boots out there, but, well, hopefully Nelson doesn't get, they just need to be strong, get the ball in.
They're two converted tries behind here, the Bay. They've got a very deep backline set.
See Arthur out here in the tram tracks right at the sideline. So,
yeah, we're ringing in McLean. Look for, I guess Clarkson will probably come around the back for a second man play.
yeah, they've passed really well with their width, especially in that first half. Here
Bodies
he
in
comes
motion.
around the corner.
We're ringing. So
no!
here comes Gresham.
Gresham.
He's going to go all the way, is he? Has he got the pace?
Yes, he's got the
he
pace.
has. Shut the gate here at Rugby
Fantastic.
Park. Look at the jubilation here in the grandstand.
Well,
The Singleton Bulls look likely now for a certain victory, thanks to that man there, Gresham.
well, that ball just tucked around the corner. You throw something blind, it has to come off, and that didn't. You can see just a little pop around the back corner. You see, we talk about Hattini reading the play well. Gresham read this beautifully.
Oh,
Look at
didn't he?
that.
What?
Boom.
Boom.
Catch you later.
It just sat up for him, and they were chasing, but they just couldn't
Yeah.
get there in the end.
Willie Gresham would have been worried. He's got weaker hamstrings than James Callanan. He's torn his hamstring about 750 times, and he's made it to the try line unscathed. They've been shot by the sniper here for years, Willie Gresham, so he's been happy. Callow might have taken him with him to the greens.
So 29-11. The Singleton Bulls, well, The old saying goes up here, Tim. Singleton Bulls
Anthony.
love their rugby. Anthony,
They do.
sorry.
With a love as big as the sky, Gareth.
And the crowd,
Oh,
they're up. They're
they're
up standing for this Bull side.
jubilant.
They were behind on the scoreboard to start the match.
They were. Well, it was all the Bulls like you talked about, and then bang, 3-0 down. But
We
this is
thought they might have even dropped their bundle a little bit, but
Yeah.
they showed good resolve to come back into this match. And it's a testament to what Bob Harris, the coach for Singleton, is doing up here.
Yeah,
Because in years gone by, they may have dropped their heads and let the lead get away from them.
yeah, that's been one of our big bugbears over the last, decade-ish. You know, prior to going back to second division and a bit of regroup. But you know, for Brennan, he's been fantastic today. You
Oh, he's
always
been
follow your
outstanding,
skipper, don't
hasn't
you?
he?
And he's just, him and Sam Ernst have got some sort of relationship that most people don't. Oh, Manu!
Oh, Manu, he's been solid as well. And he gets away from one.
Brady
He's got
Hay with
support.
him.
Oh, he doesn't use it. Yes, he does. Hay steps
He
off
deserves
the right.
a try.
There's the ball inside.
Oh.
Yes, there is. But they regroup here, and here goes Williams. Passes the ball. Adler will
Yes!
score. What a try to Adler. The
Oh,
big prop
they're
forward
lining up.
scores.
That is fantastic. Well, Brady Hay, I love him. He's fantastic. Liam Bowden.
He's been there and thereabouts as one of their best players as
Oh.
we went through him before. As it just opened up there, and look at him, Adler.
Well,
He wouldn't score many. The big cheesy grin.
you don't see him smile very much. He's always got an opinion on everything, Adler. But my opinion on that's a great try. Here we go. What are we? 65 metres out. Manu.
Manu.
Look at Brady Hay. Just here. Manu.
Boom.
Nice little offload.
I thought he
Oh,
bombed it there, Manu, to
yeah.
be fair. And Hay.
Look at that.
Gets
He
another
threw one
ball
earlier
away.
like that today. Williams looking, it wasn't selfish. Adler, thanks for coming. And who's the first to cuddle him? Manu.
Manu, wow.
Well, Jordan, right under Dad's nose here. Bit of coaching from Dad. Dad was a toe poker, and look how he set this up.
Yep. He's gone around the corner, toe poke.
Yep. Well,
The style of many a kicker these days.
that's right. Thurston, to name one.
He'll probably get some fade on this,
Yep.
by the looks of it.
Oh, and this is
Oh,
where they
there's the
warm
fade.
up. There it is.
You can't make that up.
At training every night, every person from prop down practice kicking from that spot, and Jordan's just shown them how to do it. 36-11. A couple of minutes ago, and the Bulls.
38-11 it is now.
Well, add the 2, carry the 1.
So 38-11, the game has opened up.
Another nice restart.
Oh,
Try
Adler, lot
scorer.
about, just plucks it out of the air, Adler.
Well, they're full of.
What can't they do up here, the Bulls? This will buoy them for the rest of the season as
look-
Manu
oh,
can't
lost.
get a ball away.
Arthur keeps it in, tiptoeing there.
Nice flick pass by Arthur as well.
Manu
James
trying to right his wrong. Well, ball's out.
Shaw's looking for it. They go now to Warringy. Floats one out wide.
Well, see how Teeny's pushed out to the wing there.
Mitch Bailey did well there. He may be suffering
Whoop,
a bit of a
whoop,
knee complaint
whoop.
there,
Oh,
Hattini.
Geez, we'll fix that divot tomorrow.
Couple of minutes remaining now. Still looking to get on the scoreboard
Oh.
here, the Gropers.
Oh,
Oh,
going
nice
away.
dummy there by
Yeah.
Buck. And look at him, he's still going.
Now he looks
The
for
try
Arthur.
scorer. Well, he was named to play at breakaway, the number 3.
Shaw with his arms up, just asking a question. How
Well,
long,
goes
sir,
without it
maybe?
there.
Here we go, Manu.
So here goes Manu.
Oh.
Pulled back. Brennan's not happy.
Really?
Certainly the game by Brennan in this second half, it's been dominant. He certainly led by example
Yeah.
as we come towards full time.
I see Sam Ernst limping off there. Like I was talking earlier, him and Brenno have got this fantastic relationship.
It's a kinship, they call it.
at kinship. Rick Hawkins coming on to replace Ernst there for the last.
Well,
40
they've got
seconds
such
of
a
the game.
kinship, I can see Brennan actually limping as well.
Yeah, well, they do. He feels his pain.
That's right.
Up, Vizzle, the German. On he comes. Don't mention the war.
We've mentioned it a few times today. So
We have.
the Bay with the last chance now to get some respect back on this scoreboard. Manu gets up there, and Randall, as they go wide, it bounces.
Big
Looking for
whip.
Hatini. Hatini,
Off Gresham.
poor
there.
option
It's a
there,
knock
really.
on midfield. He might play this or he might call it up. He's
Oh,
playing
Shattuck.
advantage for the knock on. Shattuck, look at that hair. He's a relative of mine, Charles. And,
Well, he's obviously a relative of Tim.
Yeah, well,
I don't know about
yeah,
yourself.
that's what Tim's hair was like in the late 80s, late 90s. I was talking to Charles' brother at half time, and he calls himself the better Shattuck. He's certainly twice the size of Charles, that's for sure. Playing with Southern Beaches at the moment. Cal.
38-11 is the
Yeah,
scoreline.
well-
80 minutes gone on the clock, and what a win it's been by the Bulls here at Rugby Park. God's Acre, we said it was going to be an exciting game at the start of the match in this Rams feature match of the round, and it has certainly been that for you as the clock ticks down. Who's been the best out there? Who's going to win the Dust Hunt House Pork Knuckle of the Week?
Well, I've been Brady Hay. Manu's made a few mistakes. I don't think Hay's made many mistakes.
Oh, but here comes Shaw. McLean has open space. Grubbers a kick in for the winger on the far side. Oh!
Jordan tidies it up.
Clarkson just couldn't get there. He's
And
been
that's
good
it.
too, and that
There
will
it
be
is.
the ball game.
The
I
first
think-
victory for the Bulls this year.
I mean, the captain, Nath Brennan, his second half performance
Oh.
has been unpaired out there.
Yeah, he's been fantastic. You know, for mine, you want a captain to play like that. He doesn't talk a lot, Brennan, but he's been, like I said, we counted his hit-ups there. Gee whiz, he's been fantastic. We can see him there on the screen. Manu's been fantastic. Brady Hay, Thrift. You know, the Bay forward pack are they were relentless at that breakdown, and they had to really work hard for every single ruck. And we see Ernst coming off after just a torrid game, getting bashed around the fringes there. But testament to him, a good game. Mitch Bailey heading out there. You know, he'll be in the boat race tonight.
Well, the Bay have to regroup now. Adam Edwards, the coach, will want to steer their season after this. And the Bulls, can they take something out of this and cause a few more upsets in this Rams 2016 Premiership? The Dust Hunt House man of the match, Nath Brennan. What a match. Thanks very much, Anthony, for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. You've been wonderful up here at Rugby Park for us.
Thanks for coming, Gareth. Thanks, Bar TV. It's fantastic. And enjoy the rest of the 2016 Rams Premiership.
We certainly will do that, Anthony, and that's all from us today. Be sure to check out all our coverage across grassroots and mid-tier sports over the weekend. We've got NPL tomorrow down in Sydney and in Newcastle as well. So get in the game with a broadcast partner, Top Better. I'm Gareth Wozniak, and I'll see you next time.
Bar TV Sports would like to thank Top Better. Get in the game at topbetter.com.au. And Cornelia's Crump, the Bar TV Sports beverage of choice. And Rams Loans for supporting the 2016 NHRU Premiership.